Greetings, fellow slingers, and welcome back to Roll the Hard 20 podcast. It is I, your trusted Dungeon Master, Brian, welcoming you once again to the Riders on the Storm campaign. I'm going to make this intro really quick because I have me a turkey in the oven. Yes, the holiday season is now upon us. But before I lead you into episode 20, I want to tell you all how you can get in touch with the show. You could head on over to rollthehard20podcast.com and visit our website. You could also write in at rollthehard20podcast@gmail.com. You could follow us on our Facebook and Twitter feeds. You can also find us on iTunes and on Google Play. And if you like what you're hearing, go ahead and leave us a 5-star rating and review, because I know that's what I want for Christmas this year. And now, carve up the bird and cue up the music for episode 20 of Riders on the Storm. Happy Drakesgiving.
He's not.
We did not know.
He's brown.
Okay.
No,
ready?
we have not.
Quit
What?
touching those fucking dice. God, yeah.
Oh, fuck, I'm at one.
Take a picture, all right? Play with your phone again. Greetings, fellow slingers, and welcome back to Roll the Hard 20 podcast, episode 20 of Riders on the Storm. And here are the hard, jolly, in the season, Hard Slingers.
Not jolly
Dude, it's
yet.
not Christmas, man.
It is almost
Just
Christmas.
because you have your lights on
Hey,
doesn't mean it's
Thanksgiving's
Christmas.
tomorrow. It's only a
That's
month away.
right.
Dude, we're not that corporate, man.
Neither
It's
is
Christmas
Santa
isn't
Claus.
here yet.
5 o'clock tomorrow, Christmas music.
Come back for a Black
no.
Friday sale of our podcast on the website. They're still free, people. And we half priced them, so they're still free.
What's...
Our Black Friday sale for our podcast.
Okay.
It's still free, but it's
It's
even
still
more.
free,
It's
yeah.
even
Free.
more free because it's Black Friday.
You can download it for free at iTunes.com.
That's our sale.
Steve discounts.
That's our sale.
You done with your pitch?
Please visit us at Amazon for our t-shirts and memorabilia.
Not on Black Friday sale, but
Not on
In the
Black Friday,
spirit.
but still a great deal.
I'll mark now to edit out the last 30 in post.
So you guys have been terrassing through the island of the damned.
Terrassing. We got to start.
Isn't
over.
it
You
tearing
did say
ass?
terrassing.
Terrassing, totally. You've certainly left your mark on this island's ecology. What's next, man? Deforestation, right?
Man,
Well, California is in fires, so
So as it stands, you guys have several gold doubloons floating around the table.
oh shit, yeah, those are
You have the Vizier card in your possession, Rafu.
I do.
And now a metal-bound tome as well. Mm-hmm. Oh, and an airship.
Yeah,
Got a
we can just
fucking
gloss
airship.
over that.
So as the group dispatched with the Blue Drake back at that little colony area, you continued on just past the collection of the dilapidated structures that served as the beast's nest. Just beyond the last building, laying in the thicket of brush, rests the item of your quest, the remaining airship from Edinger's expedition of 3 years ago. But before we board the airship, we're going to take a little detour in time. We're going to rewind the in-game clock back about 3 hours. Once again, we find our heroes back in the tomb of ASL's Rest. With Eldon's assistance, Galen salts and burns the remains of the monstrosity they had just defeated, and to his surprise, nothing happens. Stunned, he barely absorbs Eldon's explanation that what they had just fought might not be ASL. From the corner of his eye, Aelin observes Vratislav heading towards a large golden coffin against the west wall from which the monstrosity had emerged. He sees the ranger look inside it, sprinkle something into it, and then frown. Galen then watches as Vratislav collects something from inside the coffin and place it in one of his pouches. As the others begin their heated discussions about what to do with a certain metal-bound book and where to rest, Galen joins Vratislav and in a hushed whisper confides in the ranger. Ranger, I require your expertise in a task I must undertake.
Well, that interests me. What kind of task are we going to undertake?
It is essential that I get off this island as quickly as possible. I must return to the Order of the Light of Marcel in Vendergreen. I must report to my superiors what has happened here.
Do you have a plan to get off this island?
The hale commander did. He has arranged for the group's return to Vendergreen. Ranger, it is essential. We must leave.
Why do you whisper this only to me? What about the rest of my party?
No. The group, it's too big, and it has begun infighting. Only a smaller group stands a chance of success in making it to the rendezvous. A group no larger than, say, 2 people. You and I.
Well, that intrigues me, and it leaves me with 2 questions. How can we distract them? And what's in it for me?
As far as the distraction's concerned, I don't care about them. When the time is right on my signal, we'll splinter off from the group. As for what's in it for you, you tell me what would be required to satiate your appetite.
Well, it looks like they're all arguing amongst themselves right now, so it might be a good time to slip out.
Hold on. I see the one from the Black Rose heading our way. Slowly, Eldon approaches Vratislav and the Halic, observes them at the coffin, and then they begin to head their way back up, leaving the tomb. Right before they exit, the group stops in the circular foyer, and Eldon decides he's going to journey to the hallway to the west, an area that they had not ventured into before. A few moments later, Eldon can be heard speaking with an entity off around the corner. It's a heated discussion, and as everyone strains to hear this conversation with something unworldly, the Halic motions for Vratislav to follow him. We go now, Ranger. Quickly.
As long as we decide on my price after the fact.
It will be yours. Together, the 2 men leave Aesil's rest and their companions behind. Now we move forward back up to real time. Back at the airship, our heroes find themselves looking at this large vessel resting amongst the bushes in the trees, having been here for a couple of years. The vines and the foliage has started to overgrow it. And what would you like to do, heroes?
First, I would like to ask, the Halix had a CSI scavenging kind of kit where they did not test positive for ASL? Is that what?
No, that was Vratislav.
Vratislav that like dumped the thing in?
You know nothing of that.
I know nothing, but this is just me thinking.
Off
She
the
had like a
record.
CSI type thing, dropped it. Nope, did not test positive for cocaine. We're good to go. Did not turn purple.
I didn't know ASL did coke. But okay.
You guys don't actually like
ASL
order-
definitely does coke.
ASL does coke.
For sure.
Isn't that like when they do the CSI stuff, they like dump it. Nope, do not test positive.
Okay, back onto the subject at hand. I would like to do. I was going to say a nature check to see how hard it's going to get it to like clear all this stuff off. Like, is it thick vine? Is it like?
They're fairly thick, and you could easily climb aboard.
I would
This
like
thing?
to climb aboard and check out the controls.
Okay, alone, or
I don't care.
who wants to go?
I'll follow. I'll go last.
As you make your way up the stern of the vessel, you see that there are a set of controls towards the rearward portion of the main deck.
Why the fuck are these the candies?
Those aren't the fucking candies.
I
And
want the candies.
We got
look,
More
I've learned
eggs.
my lesson with putting candy skeletons out there. No, what you see are...
Drake eggs.
no, they're not. No, those are. You notice 2 corpses, both in advanced states of decay. Next to each body appears to be some kind of a pack. You also notice there are a few nests sporadically placed about the deck. You want to get this out? What? Poosh, hide your fucking face.
He wants a piece of candy.
All right, get it.
You want a piece of
I got
candy?
places to be after this.
He's
Come
trying
on.
to open it very silently, but
Just
it's
tear that
not.
fucking thing open
Let's
so we
go.
can get through this.
I would tear through a few. They're addicting. You might want that. All right. Do a blue. Do a blue next.
All right,
Blue
yeah,
after
blue.
green is good.
All right, bring it in. Eric's got someplace to get drunk to tonight. So you see before you what I've just described.
I'm gonna go investigate one of the corpses.
Okay.
I want to go investigate the other one.
I'm gonna check out a nest.
Who's this fucker?
That's the
I'm
paladin.
gonna be at the crossbow and I'm gonna be looking at everyone else.
So
Okay.
paladin that hates everybody.
Rally,
I don't hate everyone. I just
Rally, tell me what you're doing with the corpse.
Just
And I
looking
don't hear
at.
your Jeffrey Dahmer shit either.
I don't understand that reference.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Got it. I'm going to just
It puts the
look at.
lotion
You
on
said
the skin.
that there's a pouch next to it.
There's a pack next to it.
I'm gonna go search through that.
Okay. Inside, you see what appears to be a map of the local portion of the island. You recognize that from the map that you had seen previously. There are a few vials in there as well. There are a few crossbow bolts, but no crossbow, and just a few mundane articles, no monetary.
I'm going to trash. Well, just throw out the crossbow bolts and all the random crap that aren't the vials, and the map, and throw all of my crap in there.
Okay.
And take it.
So you keep the map and the vials?
Yeah.
Okay, there's 3 vials in there.
Cool.
Could
That's it
use
for me.
those crossbows.
Well, it's on the ground if you want it.
Oh, I thought you'd like throw it over the side because you're like,
No.
These are useless.
Rafu, what are you doing?
I want to see if I can figure out what was the cause of death. Like, do they look like they were attacked, died of disease, died of natural causes, which is unlikely.
Okay. Remember, they're in
Causes on
an
an
extreme state of
Oh,
decay.
so we can, oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know how.
And so they've probably
these
been
bad
there
boys were.
for several years, but been.
All right,
They're
searching
dead.
for personal
Okay, sure.
belongings on what they have on them.
Okay, yeah,
he's
there's
on a
a.
CSI kick.
Yeah.
I've actually never met a character that has died of natural causes in D&D.
You see that there is a pack next to it as well.
Die of dysentery.
Do I
Not
find
natural
anything
causes.
in this pack?
Yeah, there are 3 vials in there as well. There's some rope in there. There's 2 daggers in there that are blued, very similar to the ones that Vratislav had got. Seemed like so long ago.
I still have one.
And a few other mundane items, toiletries that are rotted away.
Okay.
whatnot.
Well, if he has it in a bag, I'll take the bag as well.
Okay.
He's not using it anymore.
Ruby, you're looking at a nest of eggs.
I would like to do a nature check to see if I could tell how long it's been since the mom has been visiting. So to see how long we have till more
Okay.
drakes appear. That would be a 14, and I'm proficient.
It's not so much that they're cold, they are lukewarm to the touch, as though maybe somebody that had been nesting on them not too long ago may have left recently.
They're drake
Okay.
eggs, right?
Yeah.
They're identical to the ones that you had taken from previously.
I don't know how much longer we've got. I mean, it seems like the mother left not too long ago, but you never know when they're ready to come back. I'm not ready for another attack.
Eldon. Eldon, what are you doing right now?
I want to walk past everyone and investigate the helm. So right over here. Do I see anything over there other than the eggs?
No. Thanks. Top of
The helm's at the back of the ship.
Yeah.
This
Oh,
is
is
this is
The
the
helm is where
yeah,
they-
sorry. The,
He wants to go to the
I
top.
don't know I don't know what the fuck to call
That's called a
that-
bow,
that-
dude.
Is it bow?
Like,
What's
called
aft
bow?
then?
Yeah.
Is it a bow when it's the head of a fucking dragon?
Sure, why not?
It's
The head of
still
the
a
dragon.
ship.
It's ship.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
technically.
Get your shit straight, Eldon.
Ha ha ha! I see
Dude.
what you did there.
I'm here to learn about God, not fucking boats.
Or puns.
Says it in a non-blasphemous way.
So this dragon heady thing. Is there anything here other than the eggs?
Just the 2 crossbows that you see pointing to both the starboard and port side. They are on a swivel.
I just realized this thing has crossbows for eyes.
Are they crossbows or like trebuchets?
I think they're crossbows.
They're large crossbows, almost like a ballista.
It's a,
Or
yeah,
not
it's a-
trebuchets. Yeah, ballista.
There's also one in the back.
Said the wrong siege
Yeah.
rocket.
Consider them to be similar to the ones that were on the fire anvil.
Got it. That's what I assumed.
Could I check out the controls?
Sure.
And I would like to see if there's an on button.
You see that there
Is there a push to
there
start?
are no on buttons, but you do see that there are two, I want to say like sticks, like joysticks that are protruding forward.
Levers?
You see that there are two levers that are angled towards you that appear to be in a rotational socket. Each one is in a rotational socket.
I pull the lever.
It's not so much pulling as like,
I maneuver the lever.
okay.
I push it.
I touch it.
Which lever would you like to?
I grab both of them
Okay.
and just
Well, they're already in the down position.
okay. So I push them up.
You
Reverse
push
the
them
reverse.
forward. Everybody make a dex save.
Hell yeah. All right, here we go. I'm not good at these.
Yes.
Oh
That
yes.
that wasn't terrible, but I'm not good at it still.
Okay.
Almost a 17,
Ruby.
and then it rolled to a
Ooh,
3.
21.
9.
9,
Oh,
14.
actually, I lied. That's
14,
19.
5.
Whatever.
5.
Ooh.
Rally and Rafu are thrown immediately to the deck as this thing rises up and pulls forward
Holy
as
shit.
fast as it can go.
What did you do?
Imagine this
I'm
has
like holding on. my
has the
feet up in
controls
air.
of like the old Robotron, you know, with the so you get the feel that one's forward and back, one's up and down, and you could use the forward and back and
Oh,
also
thrust and-
swivel it
Yeah.
to the left and right to kind of
Thrust and
give it
tilt.
give it a turn,
Yeah.
and then you got the yaw on the other one as well. So the-
Ah! And I push it back down.
Oh,
okay,
God.
it starts descending rapidly.
I mean, how high did I get in that period of
You
time?
probably got about 100 feet up.
Oh shit! Okay,
Now,
matters.
this is
pod racing. Yeah.
I don't think it matters how high you got. You're going straight down.
I mean, when you just
Okay,
take the
I-
levers and you
I-
immediately ram them
And then I
forward.
immediately throw them back up
Okay, so you
to get some
get
air.
it into like a hover type of
yes,
a mode,
I'd like
I'm
to get
imagining.
into a
Okay.
state.
Now you're sweating profusely.
Yes.
Your hands are shaking as you grip these levers. You'll have to do an intelligence
Okay.
check to maintain this.
There's actually a vehicle proficiency.
Oh, land or sea, yeah. Wouldn't it?
That's a 16. No,
Okay.
sorry. You said intelligence?
Yeah, so it is actually 16.
Yeah, 16.
It's not a save, it's just you just add
Yeah.
your skill to it.
Well, there's no intelligence on this
There's a
one.
plus
It's
one.
right here.
Oh.
It's up on that one. The saving throw. 16.
Yes, 16. Okay, so you managed to maintain control of this vessel, and you now have a decision what to do now that you're flying this thing and you're partially in control of it.
Are you even old enough to drive?
What's driving?
Are you tall enough? Can you see over the control?
No, I'm
Is she tall enough to be on this ride?
Well, what are we gonna do? We left Vratislav and we've left
Did we
Edinger.
leave him or did he leave us?
I don't think we
I
left him
don't
until
know.
you turned the ship off.
Now, I just
Well,
want
it wasn't on purpose.
I want to point something out that you guys are at this western tip of the cove right here,
Just a tip.
just the tip.
Just
All
a
right.
tip.
ASL's rest is about the mid portion of the cove, and Vratislav, you imagine, you didn't come across him, so he probably went east, the same direction that Edinger or something was dragged off. So
Who wants to go west?
Do we
into the
have a map?
sunrise?
I just
I
gave
know.
you the
Who
fucking
has the map?
All right,
Who
I have the map.
I'm talking as the character.
All right. I have the
Jesus
map.
P. Christ. Who has the map in the character?
I
have
have
the
part of the
map.
map.
So we need to go find Vratislav and Edinger. Which way to go? And I would like just for now to like kind of follow along the coastline.
All right. As this is all happening, Rafu is laughing hysterically on the ground.
Is Rafu rolling on the floor laughing?
Jolly good time. Ruby, you need to bank a hard right. We need to circle back
I bank hard right.
Where are you circling back towards?
toward ASL's rest.
Okay, I bank hard right. And as I do it, I yell, "Hold on to something!" Ah.
Go ahead and make your
And I bank.
intelligence check again.
Don't overbank. Please don't overbank.
15.
Okay.
Bank just perfect.
You bank it right, and you start heading back towards ASL's rest. And I would like for everybody to make a perception check that is on board.
Oh, that's really good.
Ruby,
17.
Rally,
23.
8.
8.
14.
Rafu from the deck, 14?
14.
Okay.
Yes.
Ruby, as you're piloting this vessel. You feel in complete control of this thing. You're just having a great time. And Rally, from his position next to this corpse that's on the ground, looks back at you. She's all happy. She's smiling. She's got the wind in her face. She's amazed at how well you're piloting this. You're actually starting to get the feel of this adventure.
I am very impressed with this.
Vats, you seen this?
She looks at you, smiling, and she looks past you, and her smile immediately drops from her face. You turn around to follow her gaze, and you see a large blue entity following you in the sky.
Somebody man the crossbow. Let's go. Shoot it down.
Back to the Halik and Vratislav. Along the northeastern arc of the cove is where the Halik and Vratislav are headed. The Halik is following you, Vratislav. He's relying on your ability to navigate through this thick brush. He's insistent that the way that they came was from the southeast, right around at the mid portion of the cove. Have you been able to pick up our trail, Ranger?
I've been doing my best to look down at it. I've not been able to find your trail.
It must be around here somewhere. You see, he puts a hand on your shoulder and says, "Hold on a minute, my friend." And he gets down to his knees and he clasps his hands together and he says, "Marcel, please enlighten this man and help us find our way back." You see a path begin to illuminate in front of you. That way, quickly, before the light fades.
All right, I will follow that path.
So you've already got a couple hours on the group from when you guys have left there in the other direction. But now that they're airborne, which you don't know, and nor does the Halik, they're able to cover much more ground. You start coming through this thick jungle of trees and bushes, and you could see that it starts to break apart. And you think that you see a clearing up ahead. And in the center of this clearing, you see a swirl of light.
Is this the rally point?
I believe it is.
What's with the swirl of light?
That is the portal that'll get us off this island.
Where does it lead to?
Leads back to Vendor Green. So as you begin to leave the thickness of the bush, you see the swirling light in the middle. And he says, "That's it. That's the portal. Quick, hurry, Ranger. Get me there."
What if we signal the rest of the group?
We can't take the rest of the group. We're not going to wait for the rest of the group. You agreed to take me here. We need to get in that circle. I need to get in that circle. You begin to hear a twig begin to snap behind you. And just as you guys turn around, we go back to the airship.
Oh, Ruby, you're doing an excellent job driving
We
this thing.
need somebody to shoot that down.
Rafu, get on the
Rabu, get on the crossbow.
big
Let's
crossbow.
go.
You see that
I'm on
this
it.
large blue drake with this big, well-hung chingus beneath it, gaining
That
on
needed
this
to be
airship.
said?
How else are you going to know it's a boy?
I mean, I didn't really care to know.
Neither did I.
Well, maybe he's the father.
Might have killed
I
Mama.
thought the fathers didn't care.
You know, seahorses, the men father and sire the children, while the
Oh, they do
females
stack
go
'em.
off. It all depends.
This thing is
Also, penguins.
gaining like it's
Yes.
nobody's
Emperor
business.
penguins.
Well, they take turns.
They take turns.
I'm gonna pull out my bow and shoot at it.
You're going to pull out your bow and roll initiative? Yes, you
Yeah.
are.
All right.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
You mean
I
I get a
am
free shot
last.
at the crossbow?
Just letting you guys
Ah!
know. Okay, maybe I'm not last.
You're not last.
I might be last.
We both rolled
We
once.
both rolled once. We got that
Never
shit out of the way.
I'm switching to
Ruby's
after
on
this.
fire tonight.
Well, maybe she'll actually be
Eldon.
on fire.
Give it to me, Eldon.
Please don't.
Shoot.
It's not something to joke
Utah.
about.
Ruby,
20.
Rally,
Wow.
4.
Ruby.
Rafu.
Job. 7.
We did it.
Did you make a Utah joke?
Yeah, probably.
I heard it.
Utah.
Utah!
Utah.
So I'm thinking we're going last.
Ruby, what are you going to do?
Keep manning the ship.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? Actually, I would like to turn around and just try to shoot off an Eldritch Blast.
Okay, does that require a hand?
At least probably one.
At least one.
I
Yeah.
think one.
Yeah.
I guarantee it requires you.
Yeah, it
it
requires
one
a
hand.
hand. The levers don't just stay in place.
No.
No, God no.
Okay, then nope. I just want to keep manning the ship.
It's like driving a forklift.
But I will cast armor of shadow on me.
Okay. I don't know what that'll
It's
do for you.
mage armor.
Okay, very good.
That also requires a hand.
Yeah, but I just quickly go pat poke.
The Drake
You could probably get
overtakes the ship, moving past
Cast it.
Rafu
Ah!
and attacks with his tail from the air. 20, I'm assuming, is going to hit you
Yes.
for 5 points of damage. Continues to move past you and attack Ruby with his tail again.
This is gonna hurt.
18.
Oh god.
Oh, for 4 points of damage.
And Ruby's down.
For 4 points. The ship immediately begins a descent.
Well, we're all dead.
Rafu.
He already
Ruby's
advanced, so I can't
down.
use the crossbow, right? Like he moved past me.
It can swivel. It can swivel fully into the inboard of the vessel.
All right. It's gonna take a full round to probably load this thing, or is it already loaded?
It is loaded. They're all loaded.
Okay. So I want to man this and take a shot at the Drake.
Alrighty. Fire it off. +5 to hit.
That is 18 to hit.
18 just misses. This arrow flies right past it.
We're dead.
Wow.
It has a higher AC when it's flying.
Where's that meme again?
I'm in danger. I'm in danger. 18 misses. I'm in danger.
I would assume that's my whole turn.
We are dead, boys.
You could move. You can still move. But if you want to reload the crossbow, it would take your full round action next turn.
I don't think that will work.
You're not going to survive that round.
Rally.
Ruby's down.
I'm going
You feel
to...
this. You feel the vessel lurching down back towards the ground. Looking back, you see that Ruby has left this plane.
Consciously.
I'm going to run over to her and hope these potions are healing potions and
Okay.
jab one into her mouth.
Alrighty.
Wow.
Oh, fuck.
So
I don't have a choice. I'm
Okay.
drinking it.
Bruise those tonsils.
can she take that when she's down?
I can administer
You
a potion.
Force feeder.
Just like
Okay,
she, yeah,
force the
she's like
potion.
she's like
Work
like
the
rubbing
throat.
the throat. Yeah, working the throat.
Roll 2d4 +2.
I'm going to steal your d4.
Oh,
Good rolls.
nice.
9.
Good rolls.
9. Oh,
Plus
Of course,
2.
my dice roll.
Ruby, your eyes flutter open, and you see this large beast continue to move forward. And land in the middle of the deck
completely
right
take
over
me
here.
out.
And it lands right in the center of the deck.
Then, as this Drake's been flying around, just so I know and the listeners know, is it screeching like a dragon?
It is
making
just
any noises?
It's screeching. These are the same type of drakes that had attacked the fire anvil.
Okay.
Eldon,
I'm using my bonus action for the amulet because I need it.
Oh, yeah.
I think I
Yeah,
got
boy.
5, right? I get
Very
an
good.
con.
how many times have you used that amulet, by the way?
Not today.
No, just in general. This is
I've
like
used it once every day.
Okay. So this is the third time, though, right? I think it is. Or the fourth time.
It's probably 4.
Fourth time. As you pull the amulet
Uh-oh.
off your neck, you feel it heal you and sear into your skin and become one with you.
Oh, God. I don't know if this is good or bad, but I'm taking the healing.
And you could choose either. You could either choose which hand, or we could roll to see which hand it's now part of.
Let's roll.
Okay. First of all, is your character right-handed or left-handed?
Right. Based on this mini. So I'm going to stick with that.
So he's right-handed.
continuity.
So what we'll do is 1 through 10 will be your right hand. 11 through 12 will be your left hand.
Wait. Oh, so D20.
Yeah, roll a d20. I'll have you roll on your own.
8.
8. So it is fused to your right hand. And anytime you drop somebody to 0, you will get 1d4 hit points. As long as you're using your sword with your right hand.
All right. All right.
That's
I'd be
pretty
worried
snazzy.
to see what would happen if it was on my shield hand.
You would just have to learn how to switch it up.
I just have to. I'd have to change hands.
So the Drake
Slap him to kill
settles
him.
down to the deck, and right before we go on to the next one, Vratislav, you now hear this noise coming from behind you, and then it
I
quickly,
instantly whip around to see
and you
where
see
it's coming from and see if I can tell what's.
as you turn around and see the trail that you just passed, you see something whip past you and move from one side of the trail across the path and into the brush on the other side, and you hear it maneuvering through the remainder of the trees. You hear like almost like a kind of noise. We don't have time for this, Ranger. I must go now. And he runs double time towards the teleportal.
As he tries to leave my square, I want to trip him.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack using Dex on him,
17.
and he will roll to try to evade that. 17. What'd you roll?
17.
Okay.
But does he know he's getting
I have a
tripped?
+3 Dex. What do you have?
+1.
Okay. So he does kind of get caught up with your foot, but he continues to move. Only he cannot move the full double speed that he once moved. He'll only move the 6.
Hold on a second.
He turns towards you
Is he gonna listen now?
and says, after what you did know, we're not listening to shit.
We're not friends.
I am leaving this island.
You can leave this island as long as you drop all your valuables.
You're gonna mug him?
How threatened is he?
He pulls off a pouch around his waist.
I brought you here like you asked.
He drops it, and he says, you could have had so much more, Ranger, if you didn't have to roll for initiative. Roll for initiative. That's the hale. This is somebody else.
Is this where we TPK? Is this where it happens?
This is where it's going to go down.
Next session, we roll for our new characters.
By the way, we didn't do my action. I used my action to use lay on hands to heal more.
What do you got, Vratislav?
17.
Again?
Vratislav, what are you going to do?
I'm going to run over and pick up the bag or satchel that was dropped.
Okay.
That'll be my full action, I would assume.
No, you can just move there and pick it up as a minor action.
Okay. I'll move there and pick it up, and then draw my long sword and ready in action.
The Halek looks at you, pulls out his long sword, moves right to the edge of the portal. Now, you could attack him if you want to, because he's leaving your square, but he's not threatening you. But you
Now
can
I
attack.
see he wants to fight too. So
But he's looking, scanning the tree line at this point. So you can attack
I'll
him
leave
if you
him
want.
alone for now.
Okay. As he waits, you see this beast leap out, and he has 2 targets, 1, 2, 3 for you. This beast leaps straight up into the air and will attempt to land on you. It is a giant lizard,
Scary looking lizard.
Oh man, this is Jurassic Park shit.
and I believe 24 will hit.
Yeah, that will hit.
Where's my d6? For 9 points of damage, and I need for you to make a strength check
Oh
or
my
get
God.
knocked prone.
You're good at those, right?
I am good at those. Not that. Not
Not
on
this
that
one
roll.
in particular.
This thing leaps up into the air right out of the bushes, flies down upon you, strikes you, and knocks you prone right at his feet. And it's your turn.
Just stab
I
from that
will
position.
stand up, disengage, and move me 15 feet toward the portal.
Run away.
The
So now
Halek,
I'm now standing next to the Halek going, oh, fuck, you were right. The fuck out of here.
I'm sorry, I tried to
Hale-
kill you. Let's.
I
looks
didn't
at,
try to kill him. I just tried to mug him to make sure I got the money I was owed.
the Halek looks at you, hands you his long sword, pulls out his bow, and fires at the lizard, this giant screeching lizard, and will strike for 8 points. Back on the boat. Ruby,
Boy.
you wake up. You rise up, you get to your knees, and you see that this ship is descending quickly. You now see that there is a large blue drake on the deck of this airship.
I stand up and try to regain control of the controls. Oh. Well, there was my
Negative
good
Ghost
streak.
Rider.
There is a 1.
Did I slip
You-
and knock myself out?
No, you grab one of the controls. Go ahead and make a roll to see. 1 through 10 will be the forward. So this thing starts racing forward.
Like
But it's no
down.
longer descending. It's just
okay.
moving forward at this
Okay, at
point.
least we leveled it out. I'm okay with that.
The blue drake moves forward.
Ah!
Is that you up at the front there? The bow of the dragon head?
Ah!
And will
Yes, it is.
attack you with its tail, Eldon,
Oh, man.
for a 1.
Yeah! Because he loses his tail?
He's going to make a deck save, though, to see whether or not he falls to the deck. And he fails. As he's running across from the middle of this airship towards the bow, as the ship starts to lurch forward, it loses its balance and actually crumples down to its knees and kind of like, yeah. And it's trying to scramble back up on the deck. Rathu, what are you going to do?
We did not do a full rest last time, right?
Nope.
We didn't do any rest.
We didn't do any rest.
we did a short rest
We
at
did
the
a
start
short
of the
rest
session.
outside.
But then we got attacked again at the drakes, and
We
so
did
we
no
haven't
full
got
rest.
nothing.
Dude, I'm out of rages.
Oh, fuck. You're
You can try diplomacy.
You can't get angry anymore?
Wait.
I
Try,
get angry.
try throwing its eggs like overboard. Threaten it. I will drop your egg.
That didn't work very
It
well
didn't work last time. But
And try
maybe
it. We-
it will work this time.
Yeah.
Rahu's going to move to the center of the boat, so 30 feet, draw his longbow, and attack. For...
Is it 18?
It's not 18.
It's not 18.
No, it has less
It's 13.
AC on the
Oh,
ground.
it's on the ground. Shit.
But
okay.
if it's prone, does he get advantage
He has,
against that?
he has
Yeah.
disadvantage.
No.
Disadvantage.
Not at range.
Yeah, if your
Not
range
at
is
range.
Is he a
disadvantage,
large
then it's
creature?
I moved 30 feet from where I was at, so I'm
Yeah.
in the middle of the boat, and I did 13 to hit.
13. So the arrow goes wide and just misses its mark. Rally.
Is it adjacent to Eldon?
No, it's about 10 feet away from him.
No, I'm still going to shoot it. That's going to hit because that's a 24, and it's going to deal 5 points of damage.
Okay, do you wish to move or you want to stay there?
No, I'm fine there.
I'm chilling.
Next to me.
Eldon, you see this drake was on its way towards you. Lost
Stab
its
it.
footing.
Had a little fall.
Stab it in the head.
Can it, yeah.
I mean, it's not belly down, but it had lost its footing.
Stab it.
I'm so tempted to try and get on its back.
Or do that.
Just grapple it.
I can't grapple a
Yeah,
drake.
jujitsu the
You can
drake.
try.
I'm not the barbarian.
Try to tame it.
It'd be cool.
Do you have
I'm
any
not trying
animal
to tame
handling?
it. I'm just trying to get on its back because I think that's the safest spot for me.
And then stab it in the neck.
Yeah.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and
do
get
it.
on its
Thank
back.
God of animal handling.
Okay, let's do an animal handling check on this.
I don't know if this is animal handling, but
It
if that's what
is.
you want, that's what I'll roll.
Animal manhandling.
Can I use this thing to just get it?
For advantage?
That's to get advantage on
Yeah,
the
that
roll.
would just be.
Fuck it, I'll just do it. No one's using these things. They're worthless, unused.
Cashing in.
Cashing
So
in
we
the
use
gold
this to
doubloon.
bloom.
Fuck.
Oh my
Fuck.
god!
Not good.
What was
Not
that?
Good.
Two
Both of
ones?
No.
Two and
It was
a
a
4.
4. I got a fucking 4.
Well,
Okay.
there you go for dissing the doubloon.
Well, no one's using it. It was worthless, unused.
That's true.
I just plan to give all of mine to the spellcaster.
Yeah, I need to replenish my spells, but I need hands to cast my spells.
I mean, we need less spells if I'm on the
Back up to the top of the
this
cube,
drink.
Vratislav. You see this large, frilled lizard. It's got its. What the fuck do you call those? Those-
So it's Jurassic
I mean, you
Park.
call them
yeah, like the
frills.
Jurassic
just,
Park
Yeah.
thing. It's
Frills?
frills.
It's Jurassic Park with Nedry. I'm Nedry. He's looking down on
That's
me.
right. He's like, go get the stick.
I'm going to grab my compadre here and try and drag him into the portal.
How quickly
Okay.
you become compadres.
You guys go into the portal. There is a large flash of light and only you remain.
I figured that was going to happen.
But you have his sword.
Can I inspect the sword real quick? On this turn?
Sure.
Give me a second.
It is a.
Oh.
It is looks like a large brushed metal blade, very sharp, and there is a emblem on the pommel of it, and it looks just like the Halic commander's symbol on his breastplate of the planet cracking with this illumination behind it. You know that to be the sigil of the Halics.
I guess all I can do now is look down at the pommel, rub it, and call out for Marcel. You've watched over me once before when others asked for it. Help me now in my time of need. Because I am pretty much bleeding out.
Dude, this entire campaign is about everyone converting to Marcel.
It is.
You feel a sense
It's
of
good
warmth
on Thanksgiving.
emanate
Like how
from the weapon. And just to let you know, it is a +1 sword of channeling.
It's a longsword?
It's a longsword. On a crit, it transfers 1d4 hit points from the target to you.
Oh, damn, you got a vampiric lungs?
believe our way or you die.
Yeah, soul sucker, baby.
You know, I have some real questions about Marcel. With that kind of
I don't.
With this vampiric
It looks at
longsword.
you, kind of confused what happened to dessert. All it sees is dinner in front of it. And runs towards you and attacks you with a claw. 17.
Hit.
You have been chosen.
And then once with a bite. And I think that'll hit too.
Bye bye, Vratislav.
For 7 points of damage.
Down.
It's a good thing you got that longsword.
Yep.
It'll be good loot for whoever comes upon your corpse.
Ruby, you, from your helm, from the position of the helm, you see this large pillar of light
Pick my D20s.
about 50 meters right off the bow of this airship, right in the middle of a thicket of trees, and then the light extinguishes out.
I head towards it
Okay.
to make a.
Yes.
That'll be 17 on the die. so
Okay.
18.
18.
Just with my one last oomph.
6 seconds.
With expertise, you guide this airship down. Just, piloting skills are phenomenal. The Drake turns around. Are you down, by the way, Eldon? Because
No.
your guy's down. Okay.
No, it's just, he topples easily, you know?
Just like my real character.
It's okay.
It
no,
looks at you.
I'm level 3 now, so I won't topple as easily.
There is an intake of breath, and it blasts this line of lightning out at you.
Ah!
Go ahead and make a
Going on at me.
DC save.
Dex?
It is a dex save.
Nope.
For 8 points of lightning damage.
Ah!
Where are you at?
That's the sound I make when I
It
get
then
hit by
turns
lightning.
and moves forward
Where are you at
towards Rafu.
What? I'm at 7.
Rafu, it's your turn.
Rafu,
Murder.
as a free action, can I look back, tell Ruby, you're doing a great job,
We don't have
but on
time
the
for
count
that.
of 3, drop this thing.
He flies. He doesn't care.
I want, it doesn't matter. So I want her to drop this thing on the count of 3, and I'm going to fire
Okay.
for 11.
Points of damage?
No,
No.
11 to hit.
He doesn't hit.
That misses. Okay. Are you going to count to 3 or?
Oh, I counted to 3. 1, 2, 3, and I
I'm
fire.
dropping.
Okay. So the ship drops. Everybody kind of like feels a little light, and you see the wings of the Drake expand outwards, and just watch the thing start descending rapidly. Rally.
I'm shooting it. Oh, so close to the crit. I'm going to miss because that's not an 18.
Again, another arrow goes wide. Eldon.
I'm gonna hold on. Wait a minute. So the Drake is off the.
It's off the deck now.
It's off the deck now.
Yeah, it's probably like 20 feet above. getting further away as this ship descends downwards.
All right, I'm gonna hold on to the ship and brace myself for the inevitable impact.
Well, I don't
Ruby.
think Ruby's going to let us crash.
I'm gonna try to land it.
I don't think any amount of bracing is going
Nicely.
to help.
I mean,
Do I see what like
here,
is
try
approaching?
to land it. You know,
I'm sorry.
Do I see what's approaching? Are we coming up to land pretty quick?
Yes,
or-
you see before you a clearing in the middle of all these trees. You see what appears to be a large four-legged reptile on top of a human.
Land on the reptile.
I think I'm gonna
killed
try to
him.
aim for the
killed them
reptile.
Now you know, well, you don't know this,
I don't
but
know.
go ahead. Okay, so you're bringing this thing in hot.
Coming in hot.
brace for impact.
That's so sad.
Oh, you should have not
Oh
won.
my god!
I wanted to see a nat one.
Now that was to control the ship, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it kind of
Look at him trying so
Does
hard
it-
to keep us alive.
does the tower fly by.
Do I hit
And
it with?
it-
do I hit the thing with?
it kinda looks
the
at you.
wing? Do I like nip it?
That was a wonderful
So we just
voice
did
acting.
an erratic flyby.
He's going to do a morale check, and he hangs out.
Morale.
Nice.
Yeah,
hangs
I
out.
would consider that a cracked die.
Joke's on you, fuckers.
All right. It bolts. Takes off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You and your cracked die.
It was. It was
bullshit.
between the cable
Vratislav,
and the
make a
map.
death save.
17.
That's a cracked die.
No,
want me
it's
to
not
re-roll
landing
it?
on the crack.
Yep, I do. If I had to re-roll the morale
Come on.
check.
Better get a 20.
That's still pass.
So
right.
fast.
Pass. And our paladin
See,
is one
go
down.
both ways. Okay, so that's one pass. Ruby.
Are we
Oh, you
landed?
just did the buzz by. The blue drake
Yeah.
is still flying ahead or above you and stays above you. Rafu.
Sorry.
No, I'd rather the thing run away. He was going to bite you.
Rafu.
That's 2 instant
All right,
fails.
so where is
That's
this
still you,
drake?
Rafu. It's about 50 feet above, circling but keeping pace with your ship right now.
Have we landed?
Shoot at it.
You haven't landed it yet.
Oh.
We haven't landed. So we're like above tree
You try to
line.
strike that frilled lizard,
Yeah.
and you missed it, and you just, like, bypassed it.
Okay.
But this thing has the ability to, like,
Land?
stop on a dime. Well, obviously, it could fucking land.
Oh, it could hover. Okay, I can see what
It
you
could
mean.
do quite a bit of shit.
Okay.
What are you going to do, Rafu?
I'm going to look back once again at Ruby. Excellent work! Bank right! And as I'm doing that, I want to fire at the drake
Okay.
with my longbow. And that is 17 to hit.
That misses.
No.
It goes wide.
Rafu's having the time of his life.
Just having a good
I like to think
time.
that it's not that loud on the ship.
Rally.
I shoot at it.
This thing,
Just yelling.
by the way, the ship doesn't make any noise. It's not like
doesn't?
it's not like a fucking freight train. You know? It
He's
just
I'm just having a good time. He's just having a jolly good time.
I
He's
can
never
dig that.
been in the air before. So
This
he's
is-
just
This is his
having a
airship
time.
voice.
he's got shit running down his leg because he's never been more than 20 feet off the ground.
Rafu's
Piss puddling next to the corpse that he just
I think he's having
robbed.
a great time.
Corpse
Rafu's having a
robber.
great time.
Rally, what are you gonna do?
I'm shooting at it. That's going to hit again for 6 points of damage.
6 points.
Ha ha!
Eldon,
How safe does it look to get off this ship?
it's still flying. It's still moving.
All right.
It's lower to the ground, but it hasn't settled down.
All right.
Going like 100 miles an hour. That's
Does
going to hurt
Eldon
a
have
wee
a
bit.
Yeah, it's hauling ass.
I'm fucking holding on still. Fuck this.
Okay.
I'm done.
Vratislav.
Nope.
That's not good.
That is a fail.
You got this.
Ruby.
I'm going to try to go back to where the dinosaur thing was to see what it was hovering over. Because
Okay.
maybe I'm thinking it's Edinger, and I would like to try to control it to hover right, near it.
Okay,
we
so
can
you
get
bring
off.
this thing back around, and you see this worked over body. Go ahead and make another check for piloting.
Oh, that's not good.
Like-
That's cracked die.
That's correct,
That's
right?
correct.
Redo that one.
How many rerolls are we doing?
17.
Okay,
That's how
Still worse.
so you bring this thing around and you hover over this bleeding body.
Do I notice it as...
A bleeding.
Well, you know what? Forget it. I send Batu down, and I tell Batu...
It's our field medic. Batu. Send the medic in.
Oh, wait, so we're stopped now?
They always land on their feet. Just throw them.
Can I use my reaction to get off this fucking ship?
I bomb Batu, and I let Batu cast healing light on the dying person down below.
Oh, okay. So you could transfer that to him or something?
Yes.
Yeah, and
so
she can
I
transfer
can
touch
use
spells.
So
So Batu
goes
hops
down,
down. I'll be right back, Ruby.
and I will give it a
You can
D6.
count on it. So,
So you get 6 points of.
Vratislav,
Yeah.
your eyes
6.
flutter open and you see this creature in front of you, this feline-looking animal, and it looks at you and nods.
What's up, pussycat? I recognize you.
You look up
to the sky.
and you see this large airship hovering just above you, and just above it, you see this blue beast circling about 100 feet up, looking, and it slowly starts to descend.
Edinger, is that you?
I looked back at the cat and said, "Did you just bring me back to die again?"
As it gets closer to the ground, you see it rear its head up and bolt.
The Drake.
The Drake takes off. Rafu,
Rafu, just witnessing that Ruby launched her cat overboard to save whoever was on the ground, just dies laughing.
I think I more like shock put it out, from the shoulder, just like curled Batu up in a ball and just launched him out.
And still, if the boat is silent, Rafu is still yelling, "If you could hover and land, that would be great."
that's what you do on your turn? Rafu?
Yes.
Yell?
Well, the Drake's gone, right?
The Drake took off. It like reared its head and bolted.
How far is the Drake?
Rally. It's leaving.
How far?
It's
still on the map, or-
It's
Is it still within
It's still-
120?
it's moved towards the west, probably by about 500 feet, and then it's holding a position.
So it's 500 feet away?
I'm sorry, 500 meters. It's
That's
far
a
away.
lot further than
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
off the map.
It's gone. I'm just going to gather the eggs,
Okay,
put them in my satch. Going to make breakfast.
Eldon.
Land the ship! Oh, God. Ugh.
You're puking off the side.
Yeah, it was just
Vratislav.
take my action to puke.
Well, I will. Yeah, I'll now stand up and see this hovering ship above me. So from where I'm at and where I see the ship, is the ship just hovering or is it moving in a certain direction?
It is hovering. It's about maybe 10 feet off the ground. Are you going to land that thing, or what are you
I
run
don't
to
think
the
I need to.
trees.
gonna run to the trees? Which tree would you like
On
to
the
go to?
opposite
There's
direction.
To the northeast of the DM, like into the trees.
Okay.
Like I'm looking for cover because I see this thing hovering.
I would like to keep it afloat, but there's probably a rope ladder or something, right, to come down it?
Can the tail be a ladder?
I have rope.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
I have
Well,
rope, but
the
I'm saving
tail
it to
would
hang
be-
myself.
wouldn't be conducive of climbing up the way it's
No, like
bulbous
on-
like that.
On the back, there's just like hooks
Is there a
that's
parking
ladder.
button on this?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, there's probably a ladder hanging
Like a
off
drop
the side.
ladder.
Yeah, like
Sure.
so I
Yeah.
can like park it like right, kind of thing.
Okay.
Like, but still hovering.
Okay, so you're still at 10 feet right now.
Yeah.
And you want to hover there and drop the ladder down?
Yeah.
Okay, so she brings it down to right about halfway over the clearing,
So we're out of combat now?
lowers the ladder. Vratislav, you start going up
He
the
ran
ladder.
away.
Well, I see the ladder come down. It's called. Is it you guys?
Oh, it depends. on-
Eldon?
I run down the ladder.
Do you go down
You
the
lay
ladder?
on the ground.
Oh, yeah, I go down the ladder.
Okay,
Did
so you go down
kiss
the ladder.
ground?
I just sit down.
It is you
Side.
guys. I thought I recognized that cat that came to save me.
Yeah.
Batu.
One-way trip anywhere but here.
Yeah, I guess I'll climb aboard and...
You see this lizard leap out of the bushes again and just barely miss Eldon.
Get back on.
thing.
Get back on the hover. Get back on
Ruby.
the ship. I yelled, get back on the ship. Let's get off this stupid island.
Where's the ladder for my reference? If I have to get to a square? That's a long way away.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
it's
a
probably
long
about,
run.
what is that, 80 feet away from you?
Yeah, it's
Dash.
a long way
Plus,
away.
we're 10 feet up.
Don't remind the DM.
Oh, my bad.
Ruby, what are you going to do?
I hang off the side and I see the lizard thing, and I would like to cast.
So are you letting go of the sticks?
Well, I thought you said there was a way to park it, like kind of.
No, you could make it hover, but you have to hold
Oh,
the
I have to
sticks.
hold
Yeah, you
on
have
to
hold on
it?
the sticks. The levers.
I'm going to hold on to it. What's going on down there? Can we get out of here already?
He's being attacked by some giant lizard thing.
Rafu.
Nothing new.
Rafu.
Dude, he's doing calculus. Let him.
So
figure
you
this shit
are
out.
4 pebbles away and a half a grain.
30. Okay, so
Integrate.
30 spaces actually gets me at the end.
Don't get
of
off of it.
the crossbow.
Okay, I'm like, don't get off of
Is
it.
that close enough to actually operate it and use my full round to reload it?
Your movement is part of your full round.
Shit. So my full round would get me just there.
Just shoot it with your bow.
You can shoot it,
Do that or reload it. But
reload it, because you have
Well,
30
I gotta
feet.
use a full movement to get there and another full movement. To
Well, you could get
reload.
there and
Well,
then
you- No, you
reload
get a
it, but
movement
you
and then
can't
action.
fire.
Oh, my action. Okay, so
Yeah.
I want to use my full movement to get there and my action to reload it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rally.
I'm gonna shoot it.
Okay.
Excellent decision.
This is my go-to plan. I nat 1.
Roll dex save.
Oh,
Terrible decision.
That's
good.
not very high. I rolled an 11.
An 11. As you go to pull back on your string,
no.
you notice that it comes off one of the limbs, and you will have to
God
restring your
friggin'
bow.
damn it! I have to restring this thing.
Eldon, you're down on the ground. You see this large reptilious lizard in front of you.
I disengage. Get back up the ladder.
Run
I don't think you can make it all
Yeah,
the way to
you're
the
gonna-
ladder.
Well, I only got off the ladder. You placed my mini there.
Yeah, he.
I
just
didn't
got
move.
I
off
asked
the
you, is this where you want to be?
Well,
He-
I just got off the ladder, dude. I don't have the movement to move
Okay.
80 feet away from a ladder.
Well, we'll say the ladder's right here on the wing.
All right.
Okay, so you
Make it
scurry back
ladder.
up. That's fine.
I pulled the ladder up with me. No, I'm just kidding. Don't worry, we're out the slot.
Vratislav.
I will charge at the beast.
Okay. Are you using your new weapon?
I am using my new weapon.
Okay.
So I will charge at it. We'll say I was far enough in the woods. Even if I charged from anywhere there, I would hit it. That is 14 to hit.
That'll hit.
Nice.
Okay, so that
Good
is
damage.
20 damage. No, wait. No, that's 10. Sorry. 18 damage.
So good.
Wow.
It's a good
Wait. Sorry, no, I forgot because I was charging. That's plus 5, 23 damage. It's been a while since I used charging.
Nice.
Okay.
Now you're pissed.
Now, yeah, I'm up in its grill.
You're right up at its face.
Yeah.
It raises up one of its claws and brings it down upon you. And 11 will miss.
It will.
Brings the other one down. And that one will hit. For 4 points of damage.
Whew.
Still up. Barely.
Ruby, you see that this is starting to go sideways down on the ground. You see that Vratislav is once again engaged with this beast that was momentarily suiting him up for dinner.
Can we just get on the airship, please?
I need to kill it for my monster book.
Do you need to kill it, or could you just get on the ship?
I'd rather die.
I send
I'll take
Batu
your bow.
again.
Be it.
I send Batu again to cast Healing Light.
Batu's down there with Vratislav.
Oh, he is? Dang
Yes.
it. Oh, can I telepathically tell Batu?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, why not?
I
Yeah.
telepathically tell Batu to give healing light to Vratislav. I'm going to give 2d6 now, so that's going to be 11, 12. Yeah, so 12 points of healing.
So which one is it, 11 or 12?
12.
Okay.
Carry the one.
Damn, back up to half health.
Rafu.
Rafu. I thought I was the only one screaming. And since took his full round action to
It's
load the
contagious.
crossbow, he wants to fire at it.
Fire it. Okay.
Well, I'm also yelling freaking like 90 feet.
That's 15 on the die.
That'll hit. Roll
Okay.
2d10.
Yes.
2d10.
Those are 12s.
It's a ballista.
Those are 4s.
Which ones are 10s?
That's a 10.
This is a 10? I don't use 10s very often.
Ooh.
80?
No.
I killed it!
Obviously,
18.
you don't use 10s very often.
It's 18, man.
18.
18.
Still.
I like the 80.
18 plus anything or just straight die roll?
Just straight up dice roll.
Still, that's a good roll.
So it strikes this lizard in the chest,
It pretty much.
and it's still up though, but its shit has been kicked in. Rally.
I'm gonna walk over to Rafu, steal his bow, and then shoot the thing.
Okay, you consent to giving him your bow?
I
Her.
consent.
Okay, break that motherfucker.
I'm stealing
too.
it, so I don't really care.
Well, we know
it
whose
wasn't
time
a
of
nat
month
one.
it is, don't we? What's that?
I got an 11.
11? That just misses.
That's fine.
Eldon.
Your bow
Rafa only
sucks, by the way,
bleeds once a year.
I'm going to take
I blame
An
the
elf
Indian, not
bleeds
the
once a
arrow.
year.
I said the Rafu.
Oh,
I'm going to take one of my regular daggers and just throw it at it. I crit.
Oh, yeah.
all right.
Nice.
Back it up.
Does 17 hit?
That'll hit.
All right.
So max damage is 4, and then
Well, I guess
Roll it.
I guess you should roll again because that was
yeah,
for the
you
original
roll
one.
for the backup.
All right. So I did what the fuck is that? I did 10.
It's down to its knees. It's still alive.
Finish it off.
Vratislav.
I will cast Hunter's Mark on it. Take a swing at it.
Maximum
Here, hold this
overkill.
book in your face for me, will you?
I'll keep that.
Of course you will. And I'll keep that one you just rolled.
Yeah.
All right.
Sure wasn't a crease.
Make a dex save.
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
So you retain
20.
your grasp upon your sword. But it's the lizard's turn.
It's fine. You're like half health now. You're
With one claw, it attacks you. Fucking one.
drops his
Make
It's
a
Clark.
dex save to see if he falls over.
That dies. Fuck, for sure.
That's great.
And he falls to its knees, expending the rest of his round.
Thank
Ruby.
God everyone else on the ship has.
I see. I through Batu is telling me that the beast is almost down, so I telepathically tell Batu to head back up on the ship.
It immediately leaves Vratislav in the wind,
pussy.
climbs up the ladder
I got it.
over Eldon's
That is
face,
correct.
and returns to Ruby.
I swat at it ineffectively.
Rafu.
Rafu's going to load the crossbow again,
Okay.
the ballista, and
Rally.
That's the end
Yeah,
of
it's
his
your
turn.
turn.
I'm gonna shoot at it,
Okay.
and it's prone right now,
Yep.
It's prone.
so I have disadvantage. The 13.
Hits.
All right.
I hit for
Disadvantage.
5 points of damage.
5 points of damage as this arrow streaks across past Eldon, past Vratislav, sinking it right in its eye. And you see this beast crumple to the ground.
Okay, can we
It
go
had
now, guys?
One hit point left.
Jacqueline, no.
Okay, guys, it's dead. Let's go.
Out of
Check,
combat,
please.
you see
I still
the
write
airship,
its stuff in the
Vratislav.
book.
You gonna put it down for yourself?
Not for myself, but just
The information.
the information about the
You could
beast.
steal that kill if you want.
No.
I mean, he's stolen all of them, really.
So as you make it, I'm assuming
yeah,
that
at least, yeah. So
I'm assuming you make it back
I'll
up.
give props to,
You
whoever.
make it on top of the airship then.
Yeah.
Eldon, as Vratislav passes you by, you notice that he's got this sword, this particular sword in his hand. And you catch a glimpse that at the pommel has the emblem of Marcel upon it.
Welcome to the Halic.
I tried to leave you bastards behind and he left me behind. But I got this as I jingle his bag. satchel, I guess.
What's in the bag?
I don't know. We'll have to find out.
Next session.
I didn't set you up there.
I know you did. And that's where we will end.
We should keep that pause.
Where am I? Who's this
Still
Brian
at
guy?
the end,
I've never met him before.
Foot stuff.
You guys should come to my house, Empire.
We have a stormtrooper cutout.
In your bedroom?
What do you call the toilet? Like the fucking Death Star? Or what?
Dude, I don't know.
Well, I
That's what I
mean,
call something else.
No, that's the
It's the Emperor's seat.
trash chute.
yeah, that's the trash chute.
Yeah.
And then we have
You got the
our
Dianoga. I'm going to launch.
we have the whatever the trash compactor monster is called. I can't remember.
All
right
right. Let's bring this in.
Or we have
The
a
trash
Tauntaun. That's our
compactor
dog.
bullshit. Fuck that monster.
now. Our dog is Tauntaun.
Fire out a trash compactor monster in about
If I have to.